Le Officine Fratelli Bambi sono speciali all'interno dell'universo della Marzocco sia per dove si trovano, perché siamo nella sede storica della Marzocco produttiva, sia per le persone che la compongono.
Quindi ciò che rende speciali le macchine di Officine Fratelli Bambi è che ognuna delle macchine che produciamo qui riflette la personalità, le passioni e i valori del cliente, ma anche gli artigiani stessi che lavorano con passione e con cura sulle macchine.
The project that we have created together between La Marzocco and Porsche is a joining of forces of my 2 or 3 respective passions, which is coffee, car and running. What tied it all together, after all, is my sports, is my career in running. And so when I made the decision in 2015 to run my first marathon, little did I know that I would be sitting here today between these 2 fantastic objects. Porsche as well as La Marzocco have a legacy in their respective fields. They represent the highest precision of manufacturing. They are probably top of their individual craft, and at the end of the day, you know, a Porsche as well as a La Marzocco machine is all about craftsmanship.
L'artigianalità è così importante nelle Officine Fratelli Bambi perché rappresenta le nostre radici e quindi tutto nasce appunto come un'officina nella quale le macchine venivano fatte con cura, piegando, curvando e saldando il metallo in modo totalmente artigianale.
There are many different components to what we are now seeing around me. And I guess it all started with a boyhood dream that many of us have, and that is owning a Porsche at some point in your life. And then with coffee, a coffee for me is more than just a cup of liquid. It's a way of life. You know, I was thinking, what are great ways or what are places where I want to have a coffee and where I want to enjoy it? I always had these images in mind where I was like thinking, how cool would it be if I can literally have coffee to go and craft my own coffee vehicle. So luckily then this car, myself and the machine became like a traveling trio, and we would go to all these events together. And eventually this idea came, hey, how cool would it be if we would have a coffee machine in oak green metallic? And you know, that idea developed, you know, was something that was within me, but little did I know that it would eventually become a reality. But I was just continuing to share my thoughts and wishes and dreams. Early 25, you know, this idea became more and more of reality.
Il valore che cerchiamo di più nelle nostre collaborazioni è sicuramente il rispetto del lavoro nostro e dell'idea di chi vuole la macchina. Queste officine lavorano bene quando chi ci chiede una macchina capisce come lavoriamo e ci chiede di esprimerci al meglio su quello che sappiamo fare. Quindi direi che la fiducia nel lavoro reciproco è il valore fondamentale. Abbiamo trasformato l'idea di Nicki in qualcosa di reale, prima di tutto conoscendoci e parlando insieme. Ho creato questo rapporto, si è creata anche la fiducia e grazie a questo abbiamo potuto lavorare liberamente.
We just started to craft designs. I was always sure to have the machine colored in oak green metallic, because that was the foundation of this beautiful piece. And so the first message that I had to send out was to Porsche and ask them that I need to have the exact color of my car. And you know, luckily they are amazing people and very kind, and so they went on a little hunt in the Porsche archive and museum to find the exact color. So after I settled for the color, I had seen a machine that La Marzocco had built for a coffee shop called St. Alley in Melbourne, which used a brassed finish. And it was something that struck me immediately and felt that I wanted to include this type of design in my machine as well.
La parte che rappresenta maggiormente l'artigianalità di queste officine è sicuramente tutta la parte in ottone. Infatti ogni pannello della parte superiore della macchina è realizzato interamente a mano, partendo da un foglio appunto in ottone e tagliandolo a mano, piegandolo e saldandolo e infine assemblando tutti i vari componenti insieme. Un elemento distintivo della macchina è la finitura martellata e non è facile perché martellando la lamiera si deforma e il pannello in realtà poi deve essere piatto, quindi è un lavoro che richiede abbastanza tempo.
I knew that this is it and what if, why not, which are two defining words or phrases for me over the course of the years, shall be part of it, and so we've been able to engrave these on the knobs. And then I think the most personal part of the machine was to include the 3 races that had meant a lot for me.
Ma se dovessi sottolineare 2 elementi che rappresentano maggiormente la personalità e le passioni di Nicki, sarebbero sicuramente la serigrafia dei suoi percorsi, quindi delle sue maratone.
It all started with UTMB, Ultra Trail du Mont Blanc, the race around the Mont Blanc mountain. And then of course Los Angeles to Las Vegas, as well as the Atacama race. These 2 big races had been the biggest race that I'd run to date, and they're all somewhat interconnected as well, given that, you know, one race led me to the other and the people and the friends that I've met along the way. Now sitting between the car and the machine is a dream come true. It's the collection of adventures and memories that I have gathered over the years, and this machine has become the final trophy and reward of this book that I have written and now bringing it to a final close.